Good afternoon. Welcome to day 258 at the St. Clair County EMA office, where we're kind of joining you today on this Thanksgiving Day, Chairman. We're here today. We wanted to come in and give them the information that we've got today.
Okay, well, we've got some limited numbers today, but we'll be able to do the zip code report and the state's numbers. So we'll start with those zip code reports. In 62201, we go up 3 to 362. 62203 goes up 3 to 377. 62204 is up 4 today to 226. 62205 up 3 to 361. 62206 up 13 to 688. 62207 up 1 to 366. 62208 up 14 to 808. 62220 up 20, and we're now over 1,000 at 1,001 in 62220. 62221 is up 23, and they're at 1,309. 62223 up 7 to 872. 62226 up 26 to 1,487. 62232 is up 28 to 451. 62239 up 3 to 205. 62243 up 3 to 285. 62254 up 15 to 472. 62255 up 2 to 32. 62257 up 5 to 114. 62258 up 16 to 521. 62260 is up 4 to 319. 62264 up 3 to 147. 62269 has the highest number again today, up 36 to now 1,412. Rapidly gaining on 62226 for the record in the county. 62285 is up 6 to 286. According to the state, our regional positivity went down a little bit today to 13.8%, and they derived that by Bond County coming in at 26.2%, Clinton County at 25%, Madison County at 19.2%, Monroe County is at 33.3%, Randolph County 12.7%, St. Clair 14.2%, and Washington County 25.4%. So I'm joined today by Mickey's favorite turkey, Herb. Herb, what do you got to say?
Well, it's it's a Thanksgiving Day, and we hope everybody is enjoying Thanksgiving, hopefully with your immediate family, as we've been talking about now, more so in the last. The hospitalizations, we have the hospital here in the county, COVID-19 related patients, 97, 13 patients on ventilators. Regionally, 235 COVID patients, with 27 of them being on ventilators. As we said this week with the hospitals, we're really monitoring those hospitalizations. And again, we want to thank both Patty Fisher and Mike McManus from the local hospitals for coming on this week and giving us their inside view from the hospital's perspective. And I think you'll agree that they are concerned like we are with that.
Well, when you're at a number that's been way above 200 all week, to think about if people aren't taking the precautions today during this holiday, and it may be too late for some if you had a party early, but you still have a chance to mitigate this evening, to wear those masks, wash the hands, watch the social distance, and really keep the crowd to your immediate family that you're living with. 250 each day shows the spread is really out there. And at Halloween, we didn't have near those numbers, and look what they are now. If we raise the 250, or whatever the average is this past week, exponentially, towards Christmas, it will be just a number that will be difficult for the hospitals to handle. And really, it's, as we discussed, it isn't so much about the beds, it isn't so much about the equipment, it's finding the nurses and the doctors and all of the personnel, all the people that are involved that really are putting their lives on the line to take care of everyone, to get them to be able to find enough of them to come out to take care of the people that are going to need them, because it's evident that COVID-19 is a debilitating virus. It affects many people in terrible ways, and when it does, they require hospitalization, and many times for longer terms, which means beds are occupied, that the personnel are occupied with people and it's a very intensive care that they're requiring with COVID. And so taking these precautions is going to keep people out of the hospitals, and you're going to be able to really give back to your community. By doing this, by wearing these masks, you're really being part of Team St. Clair. You're helping out your community, you're helping out your fellow neighbor, making sure that that they, if someone gets sick, no matter what they're getting, whether it's a heart attack or a stroke or COVID, that there will be personnel and facilities available for them should that happen.
And it's one of the big things that both Mike and Patty expressed, and we have also, that it's just not having the bed availabilities and the staffing for the COVID patients, but the auto accidents, the general illnesses, the whatever it may be. So that's what you call being prepared. And I want to give a shout out, as I told you, my daughter, who lives in southern Illinois, works in the healthcare industry and has came down with it, her and her husband. So I wish my dear daughter and her husband the best, and the wife is keeping in touch with them. And so it just goes to show you it's everywhere. And if you look at our zip codes, you report them every day here in our county, and it's everywhere. And some and more than others, but it's in all the zip codes in the county here, and we've got to stop that spread. And as the chairman said, it's not too late today. Maybe you've already had your Thanksgiving dinner, and hopefully you've been following the advice of just not us here in St. Clair County. It's around the globe. Any news channel you turn on, everybody is saying the same thing. It's just not here.
But we're really at a different place than we were back in March. Now we're different because our numbers are now higher, but also in March we really didn't know when a vaccine would be available. And now, from all reports that we're getting, we can see that light at the end of the tunnel. We can see that vaccinations may be coming as early as in a few weeks to the county. They'll go to it'll be limited availability to really our frontline workers. Will be the first ones vaccinated, but certainly by spring, we will start to see the vaccinations move into the general public. And at that point, we'll be starting to get our lives back to normal, and hopefully by early summer, we'll be back to where we were well over a year ago. But we'll be there again, and we'll be able to enjoy Thanksgiving next year, Christmas next year. And many people, I think, are planning early holidays or early Thanksgiving just to make up for the one that they may have missed now. And I think those are all good ideas, because when they do that, we will have this vaccine, we'll have the virus under control, and we'll be back to pretty close to normal, I think. I think some things will come out of this, and we'll find out what they are. I think they could be some positives about people washing their hands and other things. But for now, I'm just praying that people pay attention to the asks of the wash the hands, wear the mask, watch the social distance over this Thanksgiving holiday. Let's carry it into the holiday season, and we'll get through this together.
Well, the staff put a post up on our page last night. It got a lot of views on it, and with it being Thanksgiving, they just kind of outlined, even with 2020, everything that we went through the last 9 months with this COVID, there is some things to be thankful for. And, our first responders, our healthcare workers, I mean, can you imagine what they've been going through? They're out there working today on the front lines, the nurses, the doctors, the house cleaning people, the housekeepers. So they're all out there taking care of our loved ones. So a lot to be thankful for. You know, it's the possibility of this vaccine. You know, that's going to be right around the corner. So even though it's been a real gloom the last 9 months, a lot of times it seems like there is hope. There is enough to be thankful for, and I think we just have to share that, show some compassion, as the Post said last night. And you know, the staff at EMA works around the clock, basically, along with the health department. You know, Sam stopped by earlier. Everybody is wore out, but as we've said before, this virus isn't wore out. And the thing we need to do is stop giving it fuel to continue. And we do that by trying to stop that spread. So, you know, we've talked about Team St. Clair all the time. You guys are the best. I mean, and I think the chairman, you know, we talk about it off the briefings, that yous who follow these briefings every day help share the word. We showed you earlier this week an award that we accepted on behalf of all Team St. Clair because of all the hard work that everybody has done, not just those who are putting the numbers together and coming on here and giving you the daily updates. Use a part of Team St. Clair, spreading the word, telling your family, telling your friends what we need to be doing. We actually accepted that award on your behalf, and for those who have lost their life to this deadly virus. So we thought today would be just kind of a reminder as we finish out the Thanksgiving Day here, is to let you take a look at that little award ceremony. So on behalf of Chairman Kern and all of us here at St. Clair County, we wish you the rest of a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll be back tomorrow with day 259. Thank you.
St. Clair County Emergency Management Agency is a support agency, and when this pandemic first started, our St. Clair County Board Chairman, Mark Kern, wanted to make sure that our county residents, there was a platform that we could have the most up-to-date, accurate information out there. So he challenged us to get a social media platform put together, which has turned out to be the source of information to our county residents.
We started doing daily briefings at 3:30 every day. In the very beginning, it was to announce the first cases of COVID-19 in St. Clair County. And then as the virus progressed, we were announcing hospitalization numbers, long-term care facility and congregate living facilities that had cases. And it evolved into what we're doing today.
Team St. Clair, the phrase that we coined early on when Chairman Kern said that we had to bring all of the political leaders together. We were holding conference calls with all the mayors and the communities, getting their buy-in, which they all did, because it was a team effort.
We have said from day one that we want to be as transparent as we can be. And we know that there is a lag when it comes to reporting. A lot of what you will see when it comes to data states that it's provisional. We pride ourselves on the fact that the numbers that we present every day are the numbers that cross our desk at St. Clair County Health Department. We receive them, we check them, we verify them, and feel very confident presenting those numbers daily to all of St. Clair County residents that these are accurate numbers for positives, negatives, and unfortunately any deaths that may have occurred that day.
Team St. Clair is not only made up of our department heads, but it's citizens of the community that follows our briefings every day, and they have done tremendous work of getting this message out, sharing our briefings every day, telling people to practice the 3 W's, and without the support of the public, our job would have been a lot harder.
So it's really been a team effort. All the hospitals are facing the same problems. Their staffing issues. Their staff is tired. They've been working this response from day one. We are asking them not only to put themselves out there first, but now we are adding an element of the unknown with COVID-19. And it has been our great honor and privilege to continue to serve those law enforcement and police and fire and EMS that have been doing that and keeping them updated with the most up-to-date guidance and information.
Nobody expected to receive anything award out of this because we go to work every day to do our job. But to my staff to be recognized, I think is really great. The health departments, everybody from Team St. Clair that's been out there either on the front line or behind the scenes, because there's a lot of work behind the scenes that you've done. The contact tracers, the people at the hospitals, at the doctor's offices. This has turned our world upside down, and it's going to be that way for a while. But it's really a good feeling to know that there's a group like East West Gateway out there that recognizes the job that good people are doing.
Looking at all the different types of agencies and businesses and institutions that have come together for one common cause is often hard. It's hard to get everybody at the same table and on the same team. And I think when it all comes down to it, everybody that's involved in the COVID-19 response wants the same thing. We want to protect the public. We want to move forward as quickly and safely as we can to be on the other end of this.
On behalf of East West Gateway and the region's elected officials, I'm pleased to recognize Team St. Clair as a recipient of the Exemplary Collaboration, Partnership, or Regional Initiative Award.